guys, what's up? What's going on? I know I look super huge because I should have put the camera further away, but I didn't, and I don't feel like getting back up again because the remote just doesn't make it, you know, start and stop. I would have to get up like 3 times. Anyways, so this is like a totally impromptu type of video. I wasn't gonna do this video, but then it was just so much going on that I was like, you know what, I want to come on here, I want to talk to you guys about it. If you guys have me on Snapchat, Samore's World, SAMOREZ World, then you saw me talking about the show as it was going down. Like, we was doing a recap while it was going down, but I was like, you know what, I want to talk about it with you guys as well because you guys are freaking awesome. All right, so I was gonna actually do it last week too, but then I was tired, so I was like, you know what, I don't feel like it, so I just decided to do it today because I got a little more energy. So things open up with Winter, aka Kayla or Kaylee, whatever her name is, but we're gonna call her Winter because it's easier for me to remember. So it opens up with her. She gets on the stage looking all sexy. She had like this sexy little dress on with the splits, you know, booty all showing, booty popping, giving us a side boob action. But homie, she ran up on the stage and just started trying to beat on Candace. But it looks like, even though she had the element of surprise, it looks like she still didn't even do like a really good job at, like, you know, giving her that good beat down that we seen. Who did that? Damn, I forgot her name, but I remember a few seasons ago there was one girl that ran up on the couch and just started pounding on that girl. Y'all remember who I'm talking about? Damn, I'm so bad with names, but somebody will know. And if you do remember, put it in the comment section. And so, yeah, it wasn't really all that epic, to be honest. But she tried, though. She tried to make it go viral. She said the reason why she did that is because Candace been popping a lot of junk on social media, on Instagram. And she ain't about to be giving her no free promo, you know, shout outs and stuff like that, going back and forth. Because at the end of the day, I think Winter has a lot of followers. And by doing that, she'll be kind of almost like a collaboration, giving some of her followers to Candice, because people want to know, like, who is she talking to, what's going on. But if she just let Candy pop off by herself, then it just looks like Candy's just talking to somebody that's ignoring her. You got to be smart about these things. And so yeah, Winter and Tabitha, they eventually come back on the stage, or they come on the stage, and I'm just like, Tabitha, I feel like she hasn't learned anything at all. Like, she is filthy. From the way, I mean, she's a beautiful girl, don't get me wrong. She bought her nice booty. She gave herself the perfect body so that she could be a social media princess. She know what she was doing. She got that money maker. But as far as her attitude, it seems like that probably gave her so much confidence that she just, like, she don't know how to act anymore. These New York guys, they done messed her head up. She thinks she's all that and 2 bags of chips. And like I said, she's gorgeous, but when you're gorgeous and have a stink attitude, you don't look as appealing. At least not to me. I don't know. Guys will probably be like, I don't care. Just don't talk to me. We're going to do this. So Tanisha tells Tabitha that she was embarrassed by her because they both from New York and everything, just like me. And then she ends up saying that she regrets it a little bit because she got 2 sisters. But then in the same breath, she was just talking like she was better than everybody. She was like, oh, because I'm up here and she's not even worth my time, I shouldn't have did all that. Like, the way she was talking, it was just as though Kayla, the girl that she was bullying, was garbage, and she shouldn't have even, like, that's not how you give nobody an apology. Well, she wasn't giving it to her at the time, but that's not how you try to say that you're remorseful for something. That's, I just spit in your face. Like, you ain't gonna talk about me like that. Like, what you mean? And then Adrian, she wants to chime in and say you could feel like you're better than somebody if you want to. And Tanisha was schooling her like, what are you talking about? You cannot. That's unacceptable. And then Adrian wants to finally pop off. Like, I feel like Adrian was like nobody on the show. Like, she didn't start getting interesting at all until we got towards like the end when, who was it? I think when when Kayla had eventually, I mean, when Winter finally got kicked off, well, when she left, I should say, that's when Adrian started acting out and trying to be the star or whatever. I guess she felt like there was a void that needed to be filled. But the way that she's doing it and talking about you want to come up in the game, that's not how you do it. Because Tanisha ain't never disrespect none of the producers and stuff like that, as far as from what we seen. she went off on like the cat, as far as her castmates and stuff like that. She did what she had to do. But as far as being disrespectful to bosses and stuff like that, nah, you want some next level. Like, why would anybody want to hire you if you're acting rude and disrespectful? And Tanisha was just like, nah, like, you ain't gonna be standing up. Like, and I totally am in agreement with Tanisha, because this girl is popping off. She's going back and forth. You trying to argue with her, and you getting up. Like, hold up, now you taking us to the next level. Like, you need to sit down. But Tanisha didn't really get like real OD hype until after the security guards came. But I mean, I'm not mad at her for that, because at the end of the day, this is your job. You're not going to get fired or sued because this girl wants to act up. So you know what? Just sit down, try to relax a little bit. When security comes, you act out, do whatever you got to do, you know, to show that you're still the boss. And just don't get crazy on her, because that's what she wants you to do. She's trying to take your job. But I don't know why you would think that the person that you just had a fight with, they would give you that position. That's so, it's just oblivious. Like, it blows my mind. It seems like she has a mental disorder. Like, who acts like that? Tanisha, she gave a bit of schooling real quick after that, and then she was trying to talk to them, and then everybody was just like going back and forth and just like arguing. She did tell them, like, at the end of the day, when you leave from this, and she was talking to, I think, Tabitha, she was like, you have to have your morals, your values, and your dignity, because it's a crazy world out there, and being on something like the Bad Girls Club, you gotta maintain all those things. But then everybody was just arguing back and forth, and Tanisha was like just over it. She had to like get off the stage real quick, take a breather, relax, and they came up with a game plan where they took a few of the girls off the stage, and then she just talked to the remaining ones of them. They show a scene with Z that she was going off on Bernicia, and it was kind of because Winter and Tabitha was putting that bug in her ear, telling her all kind of foolishness about how Bernicia wanted to fight her and stuff like that. So then she was popping off on Bernicia, trying to like bully her, whatever, but Bernicia wasn't having that. So Z was first, when they asked Z, like, you know, how she feels looking at that now and seeing how they kind of made her do that. She was like, they didn't make me do anything. At the end of the day, I take full responsibility for my actions. They did kind of say things, and then I went upon those things that they said. So we cool. But then Tabitha, she wanted to be a smartass and say, nah. She was like, I put the battery in her back and she did it. That's just it. She was like, she did everything that I said. At the end of the day, she's a follower. I was like, well, damn, like, you know. And then they was arguing, the two of them. But I feel like, even though Tabitha, what she said was messed up, I feel like she kind of was right, because a lot of the things that they did show with Z, it was like she did it because she was around other people. But then she kind of like, when you get to actually know her, she seems like a good person, but she does things in order to kind of make friends type of thing. That's the kind of person that I feel like she kind of is, because she even did that with that other new girl. I forgot her name, but she was trying to mess with her real quick, but then she ended up being cool with her, you know. And she was only doing that because she was talking to the other girls, and they was all saying that she was lying and stuff like that. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the one that came towards the end. Elandria, was that the next thing that happened? Let me see. So, oh yeah, Kaylee had came out. Kaylee was trying to get a little buck, like she was trying to get a little hard or whatever, but I wasn't buying it, because I'm like, yo girl, like, you did not defend yourself at all. You got beat up. Like, but I feel like even if she did defend herself, she doesn't seem like the fighting type. She doesn't seem like she could throw hands like that. She seems very like scrawny and fragile. I don't know if she really is, but that's how she looks. So I feel like even if she did try to defend herself, she still would have got, like, it probably would have been worse for her. She probably would have got like the Judy Jai treatment or something with the bloody face. Epic. So, you know, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't much she could have did, but she could have like at least tried to speak up, I guess. That would have been the only thing. But then, you know, people want to beat you up because you talk. So she was in a lose-lose situation. That's what I feel. So, Winter kind of apologized to her, but then she was like, then they was kind of arguing, because Kaylee was like, I don't think that's genuine. You only saying that because you here right now. And then Winter's talking about some shut the F up. So I'm like, that's not a real apology, you know? Like, who apologizes and then tells somebody to shut up? Elandria comes out next, and she was looking super fabulous. She had that red hair popping, her nails was popping, her dress was just lovely on her body. She was looking snatched. And they did show a scene about her talking about her rape in the Navy, and it was really like one of those moments where you just have to kind of have like a moment of silence type of thing. And then they also spoke about Z and her issues as well with the same type of thing. And Z, you could tell she's still struggling with everything that happened with her. She didn't really talk as much as Elandria did, but I feel like she does need to get some counseling or something, because she even said herself that she's damaged goods. And it's almost like she doesn't really know her worth. And perhaps that's the reason why she kind of jumps on the bandwagon with some people. I feel like there's a lot going on with her. So that part, even like, it got everybody like all emotional and everything. Even Tabitha started crying and showing some emotion. She started tearing up, talking about she was sorry to Kaye because she got two sisters, and them looking at that, they're gonna think it's okay. And I'm like, to be honest, like, I don't buy it, because just earlier you mentioned them, but then in the same breath you were saying all this nasty stuff. So I feel like she just did that just to pretend like she changed a little bit, kind of like in the Redemptions, where they be pretending that they changed and they still be the same person at the end of the day, still talking crap on social media and everything else that they was doing before. So how did you redeem yourself? How did you change at the end of the day? You didn't. So yeah, after Tanisha, she just gives like her warm goodbyes. She signs out and everything. All of a sudden we see Candace moving real sly, and I'm just like, she looking like a fox, like moving real slow and funny style, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden she goes up and she straight rags what's her name, to Tabitha. She straight grabs her, drags her down, and starts, I think she was hitting on her, but it was like so much going on that I couldn't really see it that much. And I played it more than once, but I did see Elandria try to run to her rescue. I think mainly, I don't think that's her friend like that, but I think it's mainly because what's her name, because Winter and her is cool. And I see Winter try to like get up in the action too. And damn, I forgot the other girl's name, Gina or Gianni. That's not her name. I'm so bad with names, y'all. And she didn't do too much during the season, but the one that she came in with the different hairstyle, but she had the blonde curls all throughout the season, she seems like she was like tag teaming with Candice real quick, because even like she was laughing, but we all know that was her friend from way back before, so she gonna have her back just in case these other girls was trying to jump her or whatever. But Elandria was calling her out like, yo, that was foul that you just did that was messed up. But honestly, I don't think it was that messed up, because that's pretty much, she just got what she did to Kaye. Like, she didn't expect that to happen though. That's exactly the kind of move that you did to Kaye at the end of the day. But you feel like you too good, like that couldn't happen to you. So I see why Candice did it. I don't say it's wrong or right, but I see why she did it. And that was pretty much the end. Like, that part just came out of nowhere. Nobody expected that. And I thought it was going to stop right there, but it kind of did stop right there, because they pretty much cut it off and showed us Tanisha and them. I'm just like, they better make sure that all these girls go home in separate cabs, separately, going to separate airports, because if they at the airport, they will get arrested, because these girls will turn up wherever they are. Like, especially the way that just ended. I know that Tabitha has to be pissed, because she got literally dragged to the floor, you know. But yeah, you guys, definitely make sure you tune back in tomorrow, because we're going to have our Empire. I think that's going to be the winter finale or something like that. So definitely tune in for that. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check out my Love and Hip Hop episode 4 and episode 5, okay? I think those were the two that was on last. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, catch up on that as well. Leave your comments. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. See you on the next one.